Jeez.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today's film I'm going to be watching is The Day the Earth Stood Still. So this is the last science fiction film I'll be watching in this recent run of sci-fi films. I'll obviously return to the genre again at a later date, but yeah, this film went out on a Patreon poll against The Thing That Came From Another World. So this one went out on that. Don't know anything really about the plot. I just know that I'm pretty sure there was a remake around 2008, but I don't know anything really regarding the premise. But guys, like most of my reactions, there'll be a full uncut reaction to this film as well. That'll be on my Patreon page. If you'd like to support the channel further, there's different tiers with different perks. It'd be fantastic if you could support the channel through that. Or I also have channel membership here on the YouTube channel, so if you'd like to join that as well, another way of supporting the channel, that would be fantastic. And quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Mary, to Mihal, and to Blaze. Thank you so much for the support. But with that, we will watch The Day the Earth Stood Still.
I have a bogey at 200,000 feet, 4000 miles an hour.
Worldwide thing, this is
Reports are coming in from all over the empire,
BBC.
from all over the world. The government has not yet issued any statement, but the question that there actually is a large unidentified object circling the Earth at incredible speed.
Fascinating and equally terrifying that would be.
Not another flying saucer scare.
That lady there shooting a newspaper today be in the phone.
A large object traveling at supersonic speed is headed over the North Atlantic toward the east coast of the United States.
It's always the United States they go to, isn't it?
There is anxiety and concern.
Jeez, okay, that would be proper terrifying. Hey, would you want to play baseball, did it?
I want to speak to the president. I'm sorry, but you'll have to interrupt him.
Of course, if it was today that a lot of people would have had
Afternoon,
footage
ladies
on
and
their
gentlemen.
phones
Are based on hysteria and are absolutely false.
and the
I repeat,
tabloids.
these rumors are absolutely false. The ship is now resting exactly where it landed 2 hours ago, and so far there is no sign of life from reported by tanks, artillery, and machine guns. Behind the police lines, there's a huge crowd of curiosity seekers.
Would they allow people to stand behind them? Like the army, I mean. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Fascinating, but my god, nerve-wracking. Is that a person?
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
Shit. This is a bit more covered, you can't really see his tiny eyes. It's like Robocop a little. Some serious power. Is he gonna help his comrade? I kind of feel bad for him. Okay, kind of put them in their place.
God, declare to Roscoe.
It was a gift for your president.
Oh god.
With this, he could have studied life on the other planets.
But on the other hand, it kind of shows
Yes, sir.
how gun happy the human race can be.
Your name is Mr. Klaatu?
Just Klaatu.
The President asked me to convey his deepest apologies for what has happened. Naturally, we are very curious to know where it is you come from.
From another planet. But this is not a personal matter, Mr. Harley. It concerns all the people on your planet. I want to meet with representatives from all the nations of the Earth.
It's full of tensions and suspicions. In the present international situation, such a meeting would be quite impossible.
My mission here is not to solve your petty squabbles. It concerns the existence of every last creature on Earth.
You kind of need to take it seriously. I mean, this guy came up from the sky, from a ship. You saw what the other one did.
I will make that recommendation to the President.
If he
I'm
says this.
extremely dubious about the results.
Apparently, I'm not as cynical about Earth's people as you are.
The giant robot still hasn't moved. Engineers from nearby Fort Belvoir have failed to budge him.
Stop. Has he moved, Sergeant?
No, sir, not an inch. This is the toughest material I ever saw, General.
The skeletal structure is completely normal. Are the same as
Maybe
ours.
he is a human and he left years ago.
That
or
must mean
something.
a similar atmosphere, similar pressure.
I just examined the wound and it's completely healed.
What does he say about it?
Said he put some salve on it, some stuff he had with him.
Have you any news?
Not very good news, I'm afraid.
Or not.
The President accepted your suggestion and cabled the invitations for a meeting. Unless the meeting is held in Moscow. The suggestion of the President regarding the possibility of a meeting in Moscow would be unacceptable to... There you have it.
And if he did like, if he screened it on television, I'm sure he could air it around the world and people would get to see it, you know, through the news.
Understandable.
I'm impatient with stupidity. My people have learned to live without it.
Let's go. Ready?
Available manager.
Reed Hospital refused to comment on how he managed to escape or what measures may be
The
taken.
thing is, he'll blend in perfectly though, because he looks just like a human.
Thus far, scientists have refused to speak officially on just which planet until they've had an opportunity to study the ship.
Be on the alert for any information about this man, and to transmit such information immediately to the police, the Army, or... The President said the entire
Holy
facilities
shit.
of the FBI and every...
That's kind of
pointed out,
creepy.
however, that this is no ordinary manhunt.
I'm looking for a room.
Oh, I see.
Are you an FBI man?
No, I'm afraid not.
Mister, can I help you look for the spaceman? I know just what he looks like. He's got a big square head with 3 great big eyes.
What measures can we take to neutralize
Is he...
this menace from another world? Destroy it? Of course, but how?
The spaceman, or whatever he is. We automatically assume he's a menace.
Hmm.
Maybe he isn't at all.
And what's he hiding?
Appreciate that. She said that.
Yeah, like that Heater fellow says. What's he up to?
But if everyone wants to destroy him, why wouldn't he? Hide.
Well, after all, he...
Perhaps before deciding on a course of action, you'd want to know more about the people here. To orient yourself in a strange environment.
Well, if you want my opinion, he comes from right here on Earth. And you know where I mean.
We're all set. I picked up some sandwiches and put gas in the car, and the radio's still on the blink, so we can forget about the spaceman for...
I haven't anyone to stay with Bobby. I don't suppose we could take him with us.
Well, we could.
I'd be happy to spend the day with him, if you'd let me.
Say, that would be great. Wouldn't it?
That's my father. He was killed at Anzio.
All the graves.
Did all those people die in wars?
Most of them. Didn't you ever hear of the Arlington Cemetery?
Very far away.
Is it different where you've been? Don't they have places like this?
Well, they have cemeteries, but not like this one. Do you think they'd accept these?
Gee, they look like diamonds.
Is that statue really that big?
He must have been a great man.
Oh, sure.
Why would you let your kid go around with a stranger?
Professor Barnhart, I guess. He's the greatest scientist in the whole world.
He lives right here in Washington, doesn't he?
What the mud?
What are you doing in here?
Oh no.
Realize the professor's been working on that problem for weeks?
He'll solve it in no time now. Would you give this to the professor? I think he'll want to talk to me.
Marriage?
You know how I feel, Tom. But I just want to think it over.
Time, didn't we, Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, we did.
We went to the movies and had some ice cream cones, and then we went to see Daddy. Oh, gee, you didn't finish your story.
I'll finish it tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
Again, why would you let your kid off with a stranger? It would never happen.
This is the man you wanted to see, Professor.
Thank you, Captain. It's curiosity.
Sit down, please. There are several thousand questions to ask you.
I would like to explain something of my mission here.
That was my first question.
Your planet has discovered a rudimentary kind of atomic energy. We also know that you're experimenting with rockets.
Yeah.
So long as you were limited to fighting among yourselves with your primitive tanks and aircraft, we were unconcerned. One of your nations will apply atomic energy to spaceships. That will create a threat to the peace and security of other planets. That, of course, we cannot tolerate.
What exactly is the nature of your mission, Mr. Klaatu?
That's kind of interesting.
Planet faces danger.
Earth is like a hazard to the rest of the universe.
I'm prepared, however,
That's an interesting take.
Efforts on the official level were not entirely successful.
I come to you as a last resort, and I confess my patience is wearing thin.
What sort of action do you mean?
Violent action, since that seems to be the only thing your people understand.
Jeez.
Leveling New York City, perhaps?
They've tried to play nice, but people are starting listening. It's falling on deaf ears. They've got to protect their own.
Would you be pulling together? Perhaps you could explain your mission to them, and they in turn could present it to their various peoples. Finest minds in the world.
I leave that in your hands.
One thing, Mr. Klaatu. Suppose this group should reject your proposals. What is the alternative?
I'm afraid there is no alternative. Planet Earth would have to be eliminated.
Such power exists?
Will they listen though? Will they listen? Will they believe it? But can the professor trust him? Like, it's the first time speaking to him, you know. I like that. I like that it's showing Earth is endangering other planets. They need to kind of cop onto themselves, you know.
Everyone seems so...
Jittery is the word.
The person I know who isn't jittery.
Well, he has his homework to keep him occupied.
He's a fine boy, Mrs. Benson.
I'm just tired of hearing about Mr. Carpenter.
Tom.
I don't like the way he's attached himself to you and Bobby. After all, what do you know about him?
If we didn't see quite so much of Mr. Carpenter.
Gee, why, Mom? He's my best friend.
Oh,
He's awful good at
God.
arithmetic.
It's like a lot of films, not all, but some films would have the aliens as the bad, the villains, but here it doesn't seem to be the case, which is a nice little change. I hope it's not lies and he's being truthful now. If he was to betray the boy, that would be horrible. What's so weird about that? We're going to his room. The reveal will happen. Is he going to go to the ship, maybe? Would it really only be 2 people guarding it at this time, though? Movement will commence. Maybe this will be the demonstration. That is creepy. Run. Go home, boy. No one will believe him. But they are looking for someone who's an alien, you know.
Where'd you see all this, Bobby?
On the lawn, down at the mall. In that place with the soldiers out in front.
Where were the soldiers all this time?
Well, that big iron guy grabbed him and never called you a liar.
With a strange voice, maybe. He won't steal it, will he?
Is it real?
Well, it looks real to me.
Well, Mr. Carpenter's got lots of diamonds. He gave me a couple of them. Okay.
Come on now, up to bed with you. Bobby, your shoes are soaking.
Yeah, grass was kind of wet.
There you go. They start to believe it now. At least that he went out.
I'm going now.
But really didn't pay much attention.
How did he know he
Probably
followed
such an
him?
active imagination.
Did you believe what he told you? Before I ask you to be honest with me, perhaps I should be completely honest with you.
What happened?
I assumed he did that.
We shall be here for a little while. About 30 minutes. The electricity has been neutralized all over the world.
Bobby was telling the truth.
Okay, now it would be terrifying. Even though I did the shadows over his face to make him look more menacing.
Brilliant idea. I never would have thought of it. What about the people who are coming to the meeting tonight? Have they all arrived?
And even these exceptions are remarkable.
It's a good way of getting them all together, though.
Planes in flight, that sort of thing.
Any place in the world that I know of.
Are you sure of that?
Would you like to sell it?
No, thanks.
I'd give you a very good price.
Thank you, no. I can keep an eye on Bobby. He's the only other person who knows anything about
No,
what
wait a minute. There's someone else.
Who?
Tom. He was there last night. But I've got to talk to him. It's terribly important. Well, when is he coming back?
I don't know, Mrs. Benson.
In the midst of trying to find the alien, they could end up turning on each other. Could be another nail in the coffin for humanity, because they did say if the violence continues or the animosity continues.
Some terrific news about your friend, Mr. Carpenter.
What about him?
Helen, he's the man from the spaceship. I had that diamond checked at 3 different places. Nobody's ever seen a stone. What happened today?
But you don't understand. You don't realize how important this is.
Important? Of course it's important. The point is we
Listen
can do
to her.
something about
Well,
it.
that's what I... He told me why he came here.
He told you? Oh, don't be silly, honey, just because you like the... I could write my own ticket. I'd be the biggest man in the country.
Is that what you're thinking about?
Why not? Somebody's got to get rid of him.
Tom, you mustn't. You don't know what you're doing. It isn't just you and Mr. Carpenter. The rest of the world is involved.
I don't care about the rest of the world. You'll feel different when you see my picture in the papers.
No, she won't.
I feel different right now.
You wait and see. You're going to marry a big hero.
I'm sure Barnhart can arrange to hide me until the meeting.
Target vehicle passes your position.
If anything should happen to me,
Good, but he's a robot. Without you, what could he do?
there's no limit to what he could do. He could destroy the Earth. If anything should happen to me,
The entire planet?
you must say these words: Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Jeez.
Get that message to God. Right away.
I kind of hope now that the message doesn't get through and the planet does get destroyed. Okay, now I know what he means. He says he could destroy the whole world.
Good. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Okay, it worked.
Now locked in a cell. There's no question about it, General. He's dead, all right. I understand. Captain, don't let anyone in or out of the building. Yes, sir. Come along.
Maybe machine can come, yeah, and bring him back to life.
Call it off. But I had permission from the army.
I know you did, sir. But the robot's on the loose now, and it's not safe around here.
Back to life.
This technique, in some cases, can restore life for a limited period.
Oh.
How long?
That no one can tell.
And you will forgive me if I speak bluntly. The universe grows smaller every day. Acts of aggression by any group, anywhere, can no longer be tolerated. Your ancestors knew this when they made laws to govern themselves and hired policemen to enforce them. For the mutual protection of all planets and for the complete elimination of aggression.
Could do that today.
The test for our policemen, we created a race of robots. Their function is to patrol the planets and preserve the peace. In matters of aggression, we have given them absolute power over us. Penalty for provoking their action is too terrible to risk. The result is we live in peace. Without our, we are free from aggression and war. Free to pursue more profitable enterprises. And it works.
Sounds like a pretty solid system.
I came here to give you these facts. No concern of ours how you run your own planet. But if you threaten to extend your violence, yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder. Your choice is simple. The decision rests with you.
I mean, it's pretty ingenious. Terrifying the consequences, but pretty ingenious. Within part of you would be thinking, can we trust this guy? You know, tentative feelings about it, but I think it's the right way to go. They're either terrified or they want to kill them. Aggression. These seem to be the two staple emotions. As I said, like, definitely a completely different kind of way of presenting a science fiction film. When it comes to like the aliens and the potential threat, you know. It was good to kind of, almost the humans were the bad people, you know. It was interesting. Okay, that was The Day the Earth Stood Still, and I think like for me the obvious strong point of this film is I guess the message and the angle of, like, you know, you think of old science fiction films in particular of the aliens coming down and causing a threat, you know, the bad guys basically, and here it's flipped, you know. They're coming to try and save Earth, but also kind of a warning that, like, you need to stop what you're doing. All this aggression and fighting among each other and killing each other, like, this has to stop or you will stop, you know. I thought that was a great angle to bring on it, and it's like, it's a shame, you know. I'm not saying that you want an alien to come down to Earth and actually present this, but it's a shame that more people, you know, that have been in wars and political leaders or whatever, that haven't looked at this film and thought, wow, like, the message here is great. So I think that is really good. But I thought maybe it just felt like, even though it's only an hour and a half, I thought at times it meandered a little bit, if I'm being honest. The whole thing with the lady's fiance to be, like, that kind of goes nowhere in the end, you know. I thought like there was going to be a kind of a, you know, he was trying to get the information and wanted to become, you know, the guy who stopped Cleto, you know, or Klaatu. And I think it went nowhere in the end. I did really like kind of the way the relationship between him and the boy. That was nice, but that kind of goes away in the last half hour or so. I kind of preferred his relationship with the kid more so than his relationship with the mother, and that was a pity that kind of went away in the last half hour. So there was elements I thought that could have been done better maybe, and I think comparing it to other films of the time, like, I thought that When Worlds Collide, I thought that was a better film. I think The Incredible Shrinking Man is better. I think Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that was one I couldn't think of in the intro. I think that's a better film as well. But I do think that the message and that angle and showing it that like it's the people that are the bad ones, and they're the bad people in this, and the way that they immediately show aggression towards him, and he's coming to present the gift to our president. I thought all that was excellent. That was really well done. But on the whole, I think there's definitely stronger science fiction films I've seen from this era. My personal opinion. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on The Day the Earth Stood Still, and where would this rank among your favorite sci-fi films and also among the science fiction films of this era. I think it's one of the best, because I think I just read up on it after I finished, and it's a really beloved one. It's a really, really popular one. I think certainly from people who were grown up at the time. So I guess for those, in particular those people, where would you rank it among the contemporary science fiction films of that time? Would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.